are singing, skies are blue. The world's awake, it's time for you. Start it right, you know it's true. Anson in the morning.
Good morning. It's time for Anson in the morning. I'm Anson. I'm here. You're there. Let's do this thing. Oh God, guys, it's been a week. It's been a month. I didn't do a show last week because I just wasn't feeling it, man. I haven't been myself for a couple of days, but I mean, we'll get there, right? I got this weird cold like a month ago. You guys remember, like right around the and I haven't been able to shake this thing. Here it is, February now, and man, I'm still just all concocted, whatever the fucking word is. I'm just, I can't get my people want to play games like, hey man, you want to go do some hell diving? You want to do this and that? And I'm just like, I just can't bring myself to do it. And I wish it was like something as simple as like the fucking bottle flu, like maybe I've been drinking too much. I haven't even been drinking recently. I'm on coffee right now because it's the only way I can just keep myself going. As you guys can hear, I'm wasted, but whatever. Maybe some of it's just the way that my life is going right now. They just totaled out my wife's car. We had an accident going down to Disneyland. So we were on our way down. I'm driving the minivan. It's got to be 10 o'clock at night. We're on some 8-lane freeway. And I'll be damned if the car in front of me hits something and it sparks. And I'm like, oh shit. So I try to move out of the way. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I would have run over the fucking thing. But I run over the thing too. And what it turned out to be was one of those truck tire wrappers. Like when a truck blows its tire out, it throws the shreddings all over the highway. You guys have seen them. My buddy Frank, who was a trucker for a long time, they said that the truckers call them alligators, just alligators in the road. Well, we ran over one and it took out the entire right side lower panel of my wife's minivan. Like it just took it out. I had all 3 kids in the car. My wife was half asleep. I'm driving to fucking LA to go to Disneyland and boom, we hit this thing. So we pull over and I didn't realize how bad it was. I thought maybe something got stuck in the tire. We go to look and it's gone. Like the whole front quarter panel is gone. Like up to from the ground up to the headlight. The headlight was still there, but everything underneath, like the windshield wiper thing got demolished. So it was like draining the fluid. Apparently it was draining the radiator. There was a little leak in that. So we took it over to this auto body place here in town and we contacted the insurance. And what did they say? Of course, what I thought they were going to say. I mean, I just knew they were going to say it. What did they say, guys? Come on, tell me right now. We're going to total it. It was going to cost $17,000 to fix this fucking thing or just, more than it was worth. So look, it was a used minivan. It was an old Toyota, or was it a Toyota Sienna? No, it wasn't a Sienna. It was a Chrysler Pacifica. Not a bad car. I mean, it was a great minivan for what it was. So now I've got to go online and we filled out all these forms and, we're getting $6,000 back, but that's all going straight. Like not $1 of that's going to me. Most of it's going straight to the fucking car dealership to buy a goddamn new car. People, when they wreck their cars, we're a 2-car family. We can't be without one. And here's the case in point. So my wife works about 20 miles out of town. It's not too bad. About 15. It's not too bad. But it's really bad when she has to be there at 7 a.m. Now, she's got to be to work at 7 a.m. We're a 1-car family right now. And what do? I have to get up every morning. We got to take her to work. And I know she has to be there at 7. Guys, when she's hitting the shower at 6:50, I'm downstairs losing my mind. I'm like, the car's warmed up. I'm here. The kids are off to school. I've got my shoes on. Why are you still in the fucking shower? And they don't get in trouble at their job for being a little late, which just blows my mind. I don't understand that one fucking bit. So I'm not trying to go on a rant here because we're going to talk about the real issues here in a minute. But God damn it, dude, this morning, the alarm goes off at 6. I'm up. First thing, get the kids up, make sure they're showered, brushed, fed, off to school, right? Clean clothes, the whole deal. She rolls out of bed at 6:35. Oh man, I'm so tired. Goes outside, has a cigarette, comes upstairs, takes a shit, gets into the bathroom, takes a shower at, like I said, 6:50 almost 7. She comes downstairs. I got to fix a lunch. I got to do this. Well, you don't need it. The lunch is prepared in the fridge. I already did that shit. I bought you the pre-made shit so you could take it to work. No, it's not what it's about. What it's about is her just being late all the time. She's supposed to be there at 7. I dropped her off at 7:32 this morning, and she don't get in trouble. I don't get it. Like, I wish I had a job like that. I mean, I guess I do now. I work for PNS Studios, but shit, man. And it's not just today, it's every fucking day. Can you not be on time and drive me nuts? You know that my biggest stigma in life is being late. You ask any boss I've ever had, they're like, stop coming in so early. We don't want you here. Come in a little bit later. It's cool. No, I can't. That's just how I was raised. If I wasn't on time, my dad would rip me out of the fucking bed by my hair. So I don't get that. But my wife was the other way. Parents were lenient and whatever. And so I don't always get it's just frustrating, guys. And, I've got the show to do this morning, so I have to come home. I got to get myself cleaned up because I just roll out of bed, throw on some pants, and take her to work. Then I come home, get myself cleaned up, get myself a coffee, try to get a sausage biscuit in my face, something, and then get ready for the show. As you see, I had to write the whole show this morning because last night I had too much to do. So I'm sitting here trying to hurry up and write this. So today's show is not going to be so great. I'm really sorry. I'm in a mood. When am I not in a mood? You watch any episode, the first fucking thing I always say is I'm in a mood. Well, I should call this Anson's mood today. Anson's mood in the morning. Anyway, so I was on the line, and I don't really watch the football so much. I love football. I just don't get to watch it because I don't have the whatevers. But my Seattle Seahawks, because I'm from Portland, and that was the closest team we ever had to a professional football team, was the Seahawks. So I'm like, all right, Seahawks are in the fucking playoffs. Seahawks are going to the finals. Seahawks are in the Super Bowl. Fuck yeah. Now I'm trying to find the game. Like, where can I watch the game? Oh, you got to sign up for this streaming service. Or if you have this streaming service, you can sign up for it. And then I start thinking about all the fucking streaming services. I'm like, dude, I have 10 subscriptions to different things because I want to watch something. When are they going to combine them all into one conglomerate? I guess you can't because the Federal Trade Commission is going to say that's a monopoly. But it makes it shit for us consumers. Like, if you guys want to watch the Super Bowl, you either have to have the NFL package or you have to be subscribed to Peacock because I guess it's on. I don't know what it's on. I'm just ranting here, but it's so fucking frustrating with these goddamn subscriptions. I'm just going to fucking say it. I have paid for. So my wife, she wanted to watch Severance. Okay, cool, right? She thought it was a good idea. She thought that the premise of the show would be neat to watch. So what does she do? She has to go onto Apple TV and subscribe. And do you think they make it easy to unsubscribe once you fucking watched it? No. You got to go through an act of fucking Congress, like that matters anymore. But you got to go through an act of Congress to cancel a subscription. The easiest one, and I will give them this, that I've ever found to cancel a subscription was the WWE network, because it was going to be like this thing like Undertaker versus John Cena. Who's not going to see that, right? Like, that's history. That's like the Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant shit. You got to see that. You got to witness history in the making. So I subscribe. They're like, okay, you have like subscription. Cool. Cancel that subscription. I know, Yeet. I know. My internet. I live in Northern California in the woods up here. This is Endor where I live. Check it out online. You'll find out where they fucking shot Endor. You'll find out where I live. My internet here is garbage. So anyway, I think maybe Apple TV is sending me a message like, you got to get off the fucking internet. You can't be talking shit about us. So anyway, my wife subscribes to Apple TV to watch Severance. And then she finds out that the next series isn't going to be out until what? 2027? So that's a year and a half. They expect you to stay subscribed for that whole time. Dude, they have services that you have to spend money on to cancel subscriptions. Oh, you have so many subscriptions. Dude, so my wife and I did the budget and we looked at it, right? Dude, we're paying for 7 subscriptions. 7. I like the Vicar. So I have Amazon Prime, right? My wife does a lot of, I almost said knitting. She's going to shoot me in the balls. Crocheting. And she orders a lot of shit from Amazon Prime. So we have to pay for Prime because it's free shipping, right? But with that, you also get the Amazon Prime streaming service. So that's cool. And I'm a big fan of, what do you call them? What the fuck is on my shirt? I'm a big fan of the British sitcoms, right? I love British comedy. I think it's the funniest shit in the world. It's well written. Their accents drive me nuts. Their jokes are different than ours, so it's super funny to me, right? I love it. So I wanted to watch this show that I found called Mrs. Brown's Boys. I've seen clips on YouTube, so many clips. I almost feel like I've watched the whole series. But I go on to Amazon. They're like, we got it. No, you have to have, not only do you have to have the subscription to Amazon Prime, but through us, you have a sub-subscription to BritBox to watch your shit. My wife likes Doctor Who. Like, that's her show. And guess what? No, you can't watch it. You got to have so you know what my wife did? She said, fuck this. I'm not going to subscribe to something for a couple of months so I can watch it all. She just went on to Amazon Prime and just bought the fucking videos. And we realized that it was cheaper to buy the fucking videos on Amazon Prime than to actually would have had to subscribe to BritBox just to watch them all. The new Christmas specials and this and that and whatever. So where do they get you, man? It's like, you don't own anything anymore. She had to buy those things online, but she didn't get a DVD. She didn't get herself the physical copy in the mail. Dude, I remember back when I was working at Circuit City and Staples and Office Max. I would buy so many fucking games because I got the great employee discount. And sometimes, the 5-finger discount happened when somebody threw away a game or returned it. It didn't find its way to the return bin. Dude, I had a stack of CDs this tall, just of like fucking 90 games that I could put into my DVD CD-ROM and play anytime I wanted. Now, I got to go onto Steam and make sure I'm logged into the internet to play non-internet games. This subscription shit, this signing up for stuff and being online all the time is driving me insane. I wanted to go play NBA 2K25 on my thing, right? And I was just playing my career, not online, not playing any kids or nothing, just playing the game. And I was online. But then, like I said, you guys know my internet here sucks. So you'll see me cut out every now and then, like Grayson told me, yeet. Yeah, I got yeeted because my internet sucks. So what happens? Oh, you can't finish the fucking game because your internet's not on. I'm in the middle of a game that don't mean nothing. Save it to my fucking PlayStation 5. Don't save it to the cloud. Why is this the new thing? Music. Dude, when I first got my Ford Ranger, it had a cassette tape in it, right? A cassette deck. And I had cassettes lined up in the center console. That's how old I am. Sitting there listening to fucking Billy Joel on cassette, or rocking down the street. Now, now I got the CD player. And in my fucking RAV4 that I had after my Ranger went to shit, I had a stack of CDs this big because I just get them from the guys over at Circuit City where I worked. They'd hand me CDs. Like, here, listen to this. This came out of Anson. You like music? Listen to this. Listen to this. I had so many CDs in my car. It was ridiculous that when I got into the car accident and I flipped on my top, there was more CDs on the ground spread everywhere than fucking car debris. I mean, literally, I got hit in this thing. I flipped on my top. It's come skidding to a halt on the top of my car. Her car was fine. She drove a big old Lincoln. My car was demolished, and there were CDs everywhere because that's what we did. We owned the fucking content. We had it. It was in our grubby little hands. Listen, guys, you know me as a gamer. God damn, these earphones just keep falling out. I don't like these monitors. I'd rather have the big bulky headphones, but I don't want to look like fucking Princess Leia. Anyway, I used to play a game called Star Wars Galaxies. Back in the day, it came with like 4 or 5 CDs. You had to wait to install every one, put in CD number 2, insert CD number 3. Back in the days with the floppy disks, a good game would come with 4 or 5 of them. And you'd have to sit there and install them slow by put in disc 2. Now insert disc 3. You hit enter. Blah, 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 blah. But I own the fucking thing. If I went to somebody's house, I could take these discs, go to his house, put them in and play the game. Now, you always had to have disc number 4 to actually play the game. But you could install it with 1 through 3, right? And I could go to my friend's house, install it, play it with him, and then come home and do whatever. No, dude. To play Star Wars Galaxies, it was like, you got to sign up for this. You got to go here. You got to go there. You go onto our Discord and sign up for this and follow us here. And dude, I am losing my fucking mind. Can I just not buy a game, hold it in my hand, put it in? There's no CD-ROM on my computer here. There's no disc tray. It's all virtual. My PlayStation, my kids don't own a single fucking hard copy game for PlayStation at all. The last hard copy game I bought for my PlayStation was Assassin's Creed, the one where they were in Egypt. I forgot the name of it. Sorry, I'm Just too busy ranting here. So you get this shit, right? Nothing is in my music. I got 600 fucking songs on this goddamn little brick in my hand, and I don't own one. So here's my question. What happens if Steam shuts down? What happens if one day everything that's behind Valve and Steam, they're just like, you know what? We can't afford this anymore. Everything's fakakta. We're just done. We're done with all of it. And I mean, it's not going to happen, but what if? Because nothing is impossible. How many games get carpet pulled out of nowhere? But what about a service? Right? And those games that get carpet pulled, I bought that game. I play it online. I love it. And then you decide to shut down the servers because it's not monetarily efficient for you. Well, what about us, the consumer? It's monetarily efficient for me because I paid $50 for this fucking game. And if Steam closes down, dude, I'm out thousands of dollars. You have no idea. On 2 accounts on Steam, I have at least 150, 200 games each. Because that's what I do. I play this stupid shit. I'll pay $5 for a stupid game. I'll pay $50, $60. I guess Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be like $80. I'm still going to fucking pay it because I want to play the goddamn game. It's what I do. I play fucking games. But what happens if it's gone? What happens if GTA gets bought out, or Take-Two or whoever the fuck owns it gets bought out by some bigger company? And they're like, guess what? We're going to do our own thing. GTA was great. We love what you guys did, but it's gone. I can't play them anymore. It's not on Steam. They don't support the fucking servers. So I don't own anything. It's just, I'm so tired. Okay, so one of me and my wife's favorite things, and I know everybody's going to be, oh, you watch that? I love The Office. Now, you can suck my dick if you don't like that. But here's the deal. It was well written. It was funny. The actor, what's his name? Michael Scott guy, Steve Carell, on, off the screen, no matter what he's doing, comedic genius. You know, produced a little bit by Ricky Gervais. You know, these guys are legends in the business. They love this shit. Cool. Great. I love the show. And it was on Netflix with Seinfeld and with all the other shows that I like to watch. The Sopranos used to be on Netflix. Everything was on Netflix. And then what happens? Oh, well, this is doing so well on Netflix and we're tired of paying them so much money. Why don't we just have people pay us? Now you got to subscribe to Peacock just to watch The Office or Parks and Rec or any other actually pretty good written shows. They're not terrible. I like The Sopranos. It used to be on fucking Netflix. I could watch them all. Within a year, now they're on HBO Max or just Max and then back to HBO Max. So now it's just HBO. Why you got to fuck with the name? You trying to be more topical? You trying to make more money? How about you just give us what we want? And that's the shows that we want. No, what they want to do is they want to spend $200 million on a fucking show to hope that people come in and watch that show and then forget to cancel their subscriptions or write it out and wait for the next season that's going to be a year and a half to 2 years later. They spend another $50 million on, hoping that all the money that the people who'd stayed subscribed to were there for. They're just raking it in from all of us, guys. I mean, we have now fucking YouTube wants a subscription. Oh, you don't like the ads in the middle of your show? Hit this. Guess what? I'm not going to subscribe. Why? Because I only have to watch the ad for 5 seconds and hit skip. I'm not a fucking moron. So I'm not going to do it. But you got to do it when it comes to big league content, like the Super Bowl. I want to watch a Super Bowl. You have to have a subscription to NFL.com, or it's got to be, you got to go through Amazon Prime and then subscribe to their Hulu. Dude, the new Beavis and Butthead is out. The Mike Judge's Beavis and Butthead season 3. And it was great because I could go on to Paramount.com, which I have because I like Star Trek shit and I want to watch the new stuff. So I subscribe to that. Another fucking subscription. But now they're like, oh, but seasons 1 and 2 of the new Beavis and Butthead are here. I'm like, cool, let me watch that. I love Beavis and Butthead. Yeah. And I go on there and like, no, you can watch season 1 and 2, but you got to buy the Hulu subscription through Paramount Plus to watch the Beavis and Butthead season 3. So I have to have a subscription within my subscription, like the BritBox on fucking Amazon Prime. So I have Hulu. My wife has it for some other show. No. My kids have it because they like to watch something on the Hulu. So they have on the Hulu. I sound like the fucking old guy that I am. Well, they have Hulu. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can go on to Hulu and watch Beavis and Butthead, the new season 3. Oh, no, you can't watch that. You have to watch that on Paramount Plus. But I go to Paramount Plus, like, you can't watch this on Paramount Plus. You have to have a subscription to Hulu. So I go on to ComedyCentral.com, which they're like, okay, you can watch like season 1 or 2 of it. Or I think they gave me like an episode or 2. That's what it was. They gave me the first fucking episode of it. And I'm like, cool. Every week, the new episode will come out on Comedy Central. No, you have to have a subscription to Hulu. Well, I have one. Well, they can't. Apparently, it's not the right one because now I can't watch Beavis and Butthead on there. So the subscription within the subscription within the, before long, you're paying fucking 40 subscriptions on 2 services. Guys, I'm getting fed up with it. You know, it feels like a joke. Like it feels like I'm being punked. Like, how many subscriptions can this asshole sign up for? How much money can we take from him? And then when you forget about the subscriptions, like I said, you got to go on to these services, sign up so they can cancel your fucking subscriptions for you, but you're paying them. And guess what? You have to subscribe to their service. So it's another fucking subscription. I'm tired of it. The only subscriptions I worried about was a kid when they sent you those little flyers in the mail. And if you tape a penny to the fucking card, and you hit like the kind of music that you like, you send it in, they'll send you fucking 12 CDs. And then they send you a bill, you know, every month for subscriptions, but we didn't pay those. That was back in the 80s and 90s. Nobody gave a shit, right? We didn't worry about that. And I got my subscriptions. But no, you got to subscribe to Amazon and Apple TV. I've got an iPhone, so I got Apple Music to get my music. So how many fucking subscriptions does Apple have for me? That's okay. They had to pay for Melania. They had to pay for the fucking movie. They had to pay fucking what? $75 million for all that shit. Anyway, it just gets old. You got it. All right. So let's talk about the Melania movie real quick, right? So you make this movie for the most expensive documentary ever made. I'll give, you know, and nobody showed. Well, I'm not going to say nobody shows up. I know that like CNN and the right wing news, and I'm not a right or a left winger. I'm middle as much as I can be. But the right or left wing, they both show what they want, right? So Trump's on TV. Everybody's going to come see the movie. It's selling out. The Democrats are showing every fucking empty theater that you can to show that Melania's not making money. Actually, it's done pretty well. For an opening week, it's made more money than most documentaries, aside from the non-animal ones like March of the Penguins, things like that people flock to because it's animals and kids and stuff like that. It's actually done pretty good. So I'm not going to bash it, but $80 million seems a lot. And what really seems the worst of it all is that I'm paying for it with all my subscriptions. Thank you, Bone Dog. I love you, buddy. Keeping me on my toes. And that's exactly what I want. I appreciate you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how stupid am I? I don't know. I'm about a 9.5 on the stupid scale. You know, I'm not smart. I'm just a guy with a fucking camera who wants to get on here and yak. So, you know, like I said, listen or don't, but I'm going to tell you how I feel about shit. And how I feel about subscriptions is that they're fucking stupid. I'm tired of subscribing to everything all the fucking time. Anyway, back to subscriptions. I'm playing games. I got the season pass offered to me for all these games, right? So I used to play The Division. Fun game, great game. Then The Division 2 came out, and they're like, "Oh, you want new shit? You gotta go to the season pass." Why? You play Call of Duty. You want the new shit? You got to get the season pass. Another subscription. Well, I'm already paying for a subscription to play online with my PlayStation. I have to subscribe to my subscription so I can get a subscription for the subscription so I can play this game that has a subscription. Now, I don't mind microtransactions. Okay, I don't mind them so much. You know, pay to win sometimes can be okay. If you got a few bucks, you want to buy that new ship, fucking go buy it. I don't give a shit. Is it going to kill me in outers? Yeah, it's going to kill me in outers. But guess what? I didn't have the money to buy it. You did. Fucking fine. But it's like Mr. GB said. It's the whole you will own nothing and be happy. And you'll own nothing. At what point are they, you know, I don't even own my house. I pay a mortgage on my house. And this is my house. I got private property in my ass. If the bank wants to sell my fucking mortgage to somebody else, they go ahead. And guess what? These companies have subscriptions to buy the fucking mortgages every month. It's what they fucking do. I'm sorry to be yelling, guys. You know, Anson in the morning just supposed to be a cool place for me to chill, talk about shit that maybe is on my mind, bugs me, whatnot. But the reality is This shit's driving me insane. So my wife and I are going to sit down. We're going to do the budget. We're going to work this out. Figure out what subscriptions we have, what subscriptions we don't have, where we need to cut, tighten the belt a little bit. I work from home. I do this. And this ain't great, but it's fun. So I play a lot of games. It's something I do on my off time when I'm not cleaning the house, scrubbing the walls, cleaning the toilets. I play games. It gets me out of my fucking funk. It makes me good. Problem is now every fucking game has a launcher so that they can have you buy new shit through their launch. And why is everything so complicated? When I bought an NES, I remember I bought Karate Champ, my favorite fucking game for Nintendo. One of the top 3, Karate Champ. And you'd run around and do shit. I paid $30 for that game, I think. And as my dad's driving me home, I'm inside reading the manual that's in my grubby little paws. And I'm learning all the moves in the manual so that when I get home, I think everybody did this. And all those manuals used to come with a story inside, right? Like, oh, this is the lore of what you're playing, blah, 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 blah. And then you flip it. Here's the controls. Here's the potions. Here's the enemies. Here's the things you have to go for. But here's your objective. There was a whole manual that came with these things. And I used to greedily open that box and read them on the way home. Now there's no manuals. It's all, I was playing Star Wars Galaxies, this new one, not this new one, but it's a new reiteration of the old one that came out, right? It's been around for about 10 years. Anyway, there's no manual. You get in there and you have to do the tutorial. Oh, I'm C-3PO. Use WASD to move around. Use your mouse to look around. Equip this with your left mouse. Ha! Fuck you, dude. I guess it's simpler. I guess it throws you into the spirit of the game. But I miss my manuals. I miss reading that shit. I miss being able to go to the manual for reference sometimes. Like, oh, what monster am I fighting? And sometimes they'll give you a hint. Oh, they hate loud noises. Okay. I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent here. I was going to talk about a bunch of other shit, but I just can't because I'm just frustrated, man. Like as soon as I get off here, I'm literally going to grab my notebook and this pen over here and start working out my subscriptions, which I should have done last night while I was writing the show, but I'd rather write the show for you guys. And by writing, I mean write the outline. So I guess the bottom line is that if we don't like it, we got to vote for it. And I don't mean go to Congress and vote. I mean, we have to vote with our dollars, right? Like the kids in the hall said, I vote with my dollars. These are dollar votes. They are. Right? If you don't like a restaurant, you don't go on Yelp and bitch about it. Just don't go there anymore. Don't subscribe to the place. Don't subscribe to the menu. Don't go there. Vote with your dollars. If you don't like the streaming service, don't buy it. I'm just saying, guys, there's a lot of entertainment out there in the world that's cheaper than having 15 fucking subscriptions. But I want to watch the Super Bowl, so I guess I'm going to subscribe to NFL.com and hopefully remember to cancel my subscription within 30 days so that I don't get charged the $59.99 for every 2 weeks that I get. I don't know. Short show today, guys. It's only 28 minutes in. I don't know. It was just on my fucking brain. I had to get it out off my chest that this subscription shit's just burning a hole in my soul. I appreciate you guys for at least coming in and listening to this old guy rant. Like, follow. Where's my thing? Hold on. Let me find my banner. Hold on. I got it here. Shut up. I got it. Here it is. There it is. Visit our YouTube channel for other amazing PNS Studio content at the PNS Studio. Meanwhile, guys, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, do all the stuff that you have to do. I appreciate you being here to listen to me give my bullshit about subscription services. I don't know what it'll be next week. If you guys want to hear me go off on a subject, go into the chat, be like, hey, man, next week you should talk about this. I'll do some research. I'll give my old bullshit opinions on it, and you guys can listen to it and have some fun no matter what. Anyway, until next week, I am Anson. This has been Anson in the Morning. I love you guys. You guys are really amazing. It's been a lot of fun, and see you next Monday.